I'm TJ and I'm with No Time Nails, and this is just a very impromptu live because I had a customer ask me if I could show her how to apply the luxury line, especially the like our custom ones that come with the 16 strip count. They're a little different, so, and I've got my setup a little different than what I usually do, and it's a little distracting, so I'm going to play around with that, so apologize. Okay, so if you're here, let me know, but hopefully this will help. It's a little more natural for me to do these, especially an application video live, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody, where if I were to do it by myself, I feel really awkward and weird, and I have to do like 7 recordings, and that's kind of weird when you're trying to do an application. So I told her I could do an application video for you today and show you just how to apply these sets. So my application video that's on the YouTube video channel, and it's on Facebook as well, shows more the weekly style. So it's this style that has the strips. You peel the plastic off each one. You can easily decide which side one fits your nail, and it's easy. So, and we also have the luxury in the 18 strip style that's like this, and it's the same way, where you can literally just like lay it on your nail and decide which one works best for you. Truly, the application process is no different when you're applying one that's just on a sheet of paper. The only difference is really trying to figure out which size works best for you. So the first time might be a little more tricky, but really other than that, it's no different, right? So first of all, I usually cut the package open, because I like a nice clean cut, so that when I go to seal this, because I may not use them all and I might want to use them later, I have a nice clean seal edge to work with to seal, and I don't want it to rip the package. So what I have, I'll tell you what I have. First of all, I have, this is Prism. This is the one I'm going to wear today, and I'll go ahead and take it out of the package. So that's the set that I'm going to wear. I usually have a little tissue or something close by to put the leftover wraps on. I have my alcohol swab that comes in with my order, and you can use a cotton ball or something like that. I've got my sizing template. I feel that's helpful for me. I've got a soft tip cuticle pusher. I've got my nail file, which one of these goes out in every order. I have my glass nail file that I just love. And what else do I have? I have my nail scissors in case I do need to trim one down. So I can do that. And so just by way of reference, I remove my wraps using the coconut oil method. I just have it like a little bowl of coconut oil. I'll heat it up, soak my fingers in there, and take my wraps off that way. Or I use Mineral Fusion. There's lots and lots of, this is not the only way to do this. This is just my way, okay? So I usually use one of those, and then I just let my nails rest for a day. So I'll usually wash my hands after I've done that. I might even just leave them bare overnight. And then I usually put on at least one coat, usually 2, of my OPI Nail Envy. This stuff has been amazing for fortifying and strengthening my nails, and I keep it on as a base coat. So that's what I have on my nails right now. I have been working in the kitchen, putting up some food, canning actually. So my hands have been in a lot of water. I went ahead and removed my wraps because I didn't want them to loosen up and cause any moisture to get in there. So removed them before I started that project. And then hi Dusty, I just saw you up there. You've probably been up there the whole time. So I removed my wraps. I put this, some nail strengthener of some sort, whatever brand you like, whatever style you like. I put something on there to help nourish my nails. And I keep that on because I don't have any problems with nail adhesion. So that's on my nails. And then if I use a top coat, I just make sure that I've tested it. And I tend to use the C&D Vinylux, but just make sure you've tested it before you apply. So we have this style, oh my goodness. We have a whole bunch of customs that are in this style. And we also have, it looks like I'm freezing, so I'm sorry if I'm freezing. Hopefully I'm not anymore. But we have a lot of customs, but we're also starting to get some of the stock items in this style because it's a really popular style. So I just thought I'd go ahead and show a video of applying them. So like I said, the trickiest part really is finding out which one works best for each nail. But after you've done it a few times or a few hundred like me, you kind of just look at it and you can tell which one's going to work best for you. So for me, I always, I've washed my hands before I start. I just wash them with regular soap and water, but I do run over each one with a little alcohol swab before I start applying. So I'll just kind of run through all of that on all my nails. And like I said, I still have that coat of Nail Envy on there, but that's my base coat. That's just what I use. So and then I've got my wraps. This is Prism. It's that 16 strip count of the luxury line. Now, this is my favorite part. One sheet of plastic over the whole thing. I think it might be my husband's favorite part too. Now, if I wasn't sure which size works best for me, I could take my nail template, which we sell in the shop, or you could even make your own, but and I would, lay that template across my nail and decide which one works best for me. And then you can lay it on the wrap and decide which one works best for you. Or you could just play around with it. So I know that this little smaller one is for my pinky. Now, if you can look at that, it is a little bit larger on this end than this. So it doesn't matter which end you use. Like, use the size that works best for you. For me, it's just pretty much lays out. Oh my gosh, you guys. These are so, look how thin those are. I'm going to apply this one, so I'm going to try hard to not touch the back where I'm going to apply it to my nail. So then I'm literally, just like any other nail wrap, I'm going to lay that right on my nail. And then I'm just going to lay it across there, and then I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of rock it back and forth and move it around. And I'm just trying to get a good seal all the way around. I will now take my cuticle pusher, and I'm just going to go all around that too. You can use your cuticle pusher if you have the dual tool. You can also use that to smash, just to help work out any bubbles or wrinkles that you may have. And I'm kind of doing this on camera, so it's a little harder for me to see what I'm doing, but I don't think I have any wrinkles there. Now, the lovely thing about this luxury line is that they're so thin. It's like pouring melted butter on your nails. Like, it's so easy. So I literally just kind of work that up there, and then I just kind of fold it over like that. And then I take, like I said, there's lots of ways to do this. I just take my regular old nail file, and I'm just gonna, I kind of just go underneath actually with these. And I just go across there, and they're so thin it doesn't take much. And, oh, did I even do it? Or did I just talk about doing it? I don't think I was in the right spot, because it doesn't take hardly anything at all. And then I just, the excess comes off, right? And that's where I have my tissue. So that's literally all there is to it. Now after I get them all done, I will go ahead and take my glass nail file and go across them like that. Hi, Miss Amanda. You guys, you two that are watching, that I know of are watching, are like old pros at this. Like, you're so good at it. I've had a lot of new people, and I had a newer customer ask if I could apply these, so I'm just doing a quick application. I've never done a full application live. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing, but I'm definitely going to do this left hand. So I just happen to know this one will work well for this finger, and I'm just literally, now in this case, for me, I happen to just know that the top portion of this needs to go towards my cuticle and not the bottom. So I'm just gonna put that there, and that's something that you can just kind of play around with until you can kind of know, or like I said, you can use, you can make your own template, you can buy a template, there's lots of options. You can use the Scotch tape method if you don't know that. Lots of resources available. So I mean, with these luxury ones, I just kind of rock my fingers back and forth, and then I just kind of smooth it down. Like, it just goes on there like it belongs. It's so great. Okay, and then I'm just gonna run across there with my cuticle pusher. Kind of fold them down. Sometimes I'll even just kind of fold it down, and I'll just keep working on the rest of these, and I'll file them all off at the same time. That's fine too. I know some people that do that, and I'm just kind of filing at an angle down this way, right? Or sometimes I go side to side. I don't know. That's literally all there is to it. Like, if you've ever applied nail wraps, these are like the easiest ones to apply, I think. They're so thin. So they're thin because they're really durable. So that was literally my ring finger was this one. And I need more like probably this one. I can do this one. So I can kind of get away with a couple of these for my ring or middle finger. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue one for that one. But I have to use the top portion. And I just kind of apply it really close to the cuticle. Bear with me, my cuticles are super dry. I've had my hands in water pretty much all weekend. But I had a lady customer contact me and asked me for this. I thought, yeah, I got time. All right, so I literally am just pushing that down. I'm just making sure I got a really good seal all the way around. You do not want any lift at all. If you have any lifting, it's really important that you go ahead and get those wraps off because you don't want an infection. Hi, Tammy. Tammy's another pro. So I'm just doing this quick little live applying the luxury line. I'm applying Prism. This is one of our custom ones from the luxury collection, and it's just got such really bright, vibrant colors. I thought it would be really fun for summer. So I'm just kind of trucking right along here. Now in this case, if I really, really, really wanted to put, you know, this color on that middle finger, I could use my template. I could lay it down on one of these ones that I'm not going to use because they're too big for me, and I could trim around it with a pair of cuticle scissors. I'm not going to do that on a live. It's a little bit more tedious, and it'd be a lot harder for me to show it to you, but that's what I would do. I'm not going to, but I will show you because I can. So if you've never used these luxury ones, so they're super, like, they're the most thin, the most flexible, and the most pliable, but they're super durable. Like, you can just like stretch, which I don't necessarily recommend, but you can if you need to. You might get some shrinkage if you do stretching, but they just, because they have that pliability and that stretch about them, that natural stretch, I think that's what makes them just adhere to that nail really well. Even if your nails are really kind of curvy, they just sort of go into the grooves, they go into your cuticle, they just lay where they're supposed to lay because they are thin and stretchy enough to do that. So, you know, I love me some Luxury Collection. So I'm going to use this one right here for this finger. And like I said, this is just because I've been doing this for a few years, so I kind of just know like which ones work best for me. And actually, I believe I need to turn this one around and use the top part for that one. So, sorry. When I usually do like a true application video, I totally change the camera angles all around so you don't see me, you just see the table, but I just kind of was doing this super quick. So, all right. I'm so happy to have some people here on this live. I wasn't expecting to really have probably anyone. Hopefully the lady that asked me to do this is watching, or she'll at least catch the replay. Because this was such an impromptu live, but it is a lot easier for me to do something like this, a video like this, when I feel like I'm talking to somebody and not just in here talking to myself, which I know it's not like we're in the same room, but it feels like it. So there's that, and I'm just going to file that part off really quick. Now, and then I'm down to my thumb, and on my thumb I usually just use this one, so that leaves me with this and these two that are all extra, so I can easily trim something up if I want to mix it up and make some changes, or I could easily put one of these on my toes and then paint the rest of them maybe pink or blue or something, or I could use some of the toe wraps for the smaller stickers and use those on my toes, because I'm not one to trim for my toes. Usually I like to just stick them straight on. They're so small. I'm not that great at that. So I'm literally just laying that on. I got a little wrinkle, so I had to just kind of lift it up and lay it back down, but it works beautifully. So that is Prism. I'm going to file this off and I'll show you what that looks like. If you're in the Kansas City area, come out and see me. I'm going to be at Leavenworth County Fair all week. It's a heat wave too, so it's going to be fun. I'm really excited about it. I actually got to see a lot of people. If you're in the Kansas City area, swing by, tell me you're a customer, and I'll get you set up, okay? So that's my application. That's all there is to it. Like, that's literally it. It just took us, what, like 5 minutes? So that is my application of Prism from the Luxury Collection. Like I said, there's no different. You literally just peel them up, stick them on, and then you have one sheet of paper to throw away when you're done. You have the one sheet of film. If you're going to save them, now I'm going to do my other hand. I'm not going to do it on camera because you guys have all heard me enough. But I would I'll literally fold this actually. I'll fold it up, stick it back in my foil, and I'll seal it all up. And then I've got those extras to have for accent strips if I want to another time. Thanks for joining me. If you do use a top coat, make sure you've tested it. To test your top coat, let me just do this really quick. I know I've done some videos on it. To test your top coat, to either take a strip that you're not going to use, so one of these maybe, or you can even take, and I just dropped it, you could take one of your leftovers. Let me see if I can find it. One of your leftovers, and just put a little bit of top coat on it. Make sure that it's compatible. So you just put a little bit of top coat on it, smooth it out like you would if it's on your nail, and just let it sit while you're working. And if it doesn't really set up, if it's gooey, if it dissolves the nails, then I wouldn't put it on your manicure. I've got a few listed on the website of ones that I've used and trust with all the lines. If you have one you would like for me to test, I'll be happy to do that. Or if you have one that you've tested, please let us know. I know, Christine, I love Prism so much. I'm only just now seeing the comments. I think I need to change my setup here because I move things around thinking I would see it better and I'm not. So anyway, if you have a top coat you'd like for me to test or you're not sure, please let me know and I'll be happy to test it for you. But please, please, please test it before. I've seen so many beautiful manicures ruined because the top coat was just not compatible. I use the C&D Vinyl X top coat. Sometimes I'll wait until the next day to put it on. Or other times if I know I'm going to get busy and forget to put it on, and I might be not changing my nails for a week, which is kind of rare, then I'll go ahead and just do it right away. So honestly, I'll probably finish my other nails, have dinner with the family, and then I'll go ahead and put my top coat on when we're kind of sitting down in the evening. So it is beautiful, Priscilla, sorry. Yeah, Prism, so one of my this is my favorite thing about this set, and this is the thing that I'm really trying to think of when I'm creating nails. This is actually a custom design that I've created. Is one, I'm trying to make nails that look great no matter what length of your nails. I don't have super long nails, and so I love when I don't have to worry about will I be able to see that design on my nails. I don't have to worry about it because you're going to be able to see it. It's adorable. I also love creating like a mixed mani look all in one set. So you don't have to buy 2 packages and hope that the colors are compatible and all that. I love to be able to create something that you can just buy the whole set and have it all in one. So anyway, that's my little soapbox. I'll just keep on talking. I just love hanging out with you guys. Our next live to see products is August 12th. I'll be at the fair this week, and then we're doing a lot of back to school stuff that next week. So I won't see you until the next week, but there will be some customs releasing. We'll actually be releasing pretty much all of our fall line at that one. So I'm looking forward to that. I will see you at that one. I hope this answers some of those questions about applying the luxury line. Please let me know if you have any more questions, and I'll be happy to help try to answer those. Thank you, Tammy. I'm really looking forward to the fair. I think I'm such a people person, and we didn't get to have it last year, that I'm really excited to just talk to people and have fair food. There's a whole bunch of new fair foods I've never heard of that you guys told me about, so I'm excited for that. Y'all, I will see you in 2.5 weeks. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and cool. Stay hydrated, everyone.